Hello, this is Jason from the band KALLIDAD. You are watching Desert TV.
Thank you, amigos. Grazie ragazzi.
Hey, it's Kim and you're on Desert TV. I'm here with Tommy and Jason from KALLIDAD. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Thanks for having us.
We are very excited to have you here. You are freaking me a little bit out with the sarcophagus behind you. Yeah, there's a similarity that I really like. But welcome to Mo's. You are all Gold Coast locals now.
Officially.
Yeah,
changed the postcode and everything.
That's right. We started out in Sydney, but we've moved to the Gold Coast and couldn't be happier.
You've seen the good life. You had a taste of it and you're never going back, right?
Well, a while ago, Jules, our drummer, and I came up to visit Tommy, and he was here and we were still living in New South Wales. And I recall very vividly that we had such a nice time visiting up here and went swimming every morning. And then when I got home to Sydney, it was freezing cold. And that's when I realised something serious had to be done about this.
Well, welcome. We will happily call KALLIDAD Gold Coast locals very quickly. You get to skip the whole 20-year period of breaking in that, you have to do to be a local. I think, you just go straight to the front.
We've already got the tan, as you can tell.
I can tell. It looks great.
It's amazing how many friends, I mean, you for example, but how many friends we've got around this area, either through the band or just through our personal lives. So moving up here really wasn't much of a stretch in terms of feeling lonely or alone. We've been surrounded by friends and great people from the first second.
That's good. Well, speaking of friends, I do know that you guys hang out with Paul George from Tijuana, who played on Desert TV not so long ago. Who else do you guys like to play with in these parts or up the East Coast from other bands like that?
Whenever I think of Paul George and Tijuana, Cartel, the other band that I put on that level is Cy from Wild Marmalade. He's currently in Western Australia. Now, his mum was in a car accident, so I know he's still over there. But he was living in Byron Bay for many, many years, and he plays the most unbelievable didgeridoo, and their band Wild Marmalade has two drummers that are absolutely insane while the didgeridoo is going. So they're one of my favourite acts, and whenever I can get a few minutes with any of those musicians, it's a great honour. Like I said, they're over on the West Coast at the moment, but we'll be over there soon enough anyway. So Wild Marmalade springs to mind for me. What about you, Tommy?
Oh, it's all good. I mean, I like Boing Boing. We can't really play with Boing Boing on the same bill too much because it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But I'll always go and check out them when they're in town or whenever we're on the same sort of lineup festival.
Just for those that don't know Boing Boing, you should. And also they have a song, I'm pretty sure it's called Xavier Rudd's Wanker, where everyone screams wanker for the entirety of the chorus.
Yeah.
They have another song about JT and the grand final.
The King of the North.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. So, they're a really Queensland band to really get involved with. I think they'll help you assimilate into Queensland culture.
I saw at least one of them drive past today. I think they might be here. I saw one of them downstairs a few hours ago.
Yeah. I remember I saw them at Jungle Love when we were at Jungle Love, and it was just as they had taken the stage that I fell in the lake. So that was awful.
Into the twilight zone, you mean?
Well, you know how you go walking off into the darkness thinking this will be a pretty safe place to take a leak?
Yeah.
Splash.
No. Oh, I literally fell into the lake.
Into the lake.
Yeah. I do recall hearing about this.
And it was freezing.
I'm hoping that you weren't wearing your beautiful face paint that you're wearing now because you would have literally come out looking like a zombie.
Absolutely not. I would have looked like a very cheap escort.
Now tell me a little bit about KALLIDAD. Tommy, you are the newest band member and you have been touring already. Regardless of everything that's been going on, you've been hitting the road and playing gigs all the way up north.
Yes.
How was that first run of serious shows for you guys?
It was so much fun. I mean, I had so much fun. We had a blast. Like, we did huge shows and littler shows, and people showed up and they're all wearing the face paint and the KALLIDAD merch, and they all gave me props, which was nice. So I was like, this could go one of two ways. As the new fella, you kind of never know how it's going to go. They might have been waving some flags, but it was there was
no pitchforks.
No, it's been a super warm reception, and we played some killer shows, and we're just powering ahead now.
And Jace, was there any highlight moments from that run of shows that sort of made you feel good to be back on stage and nailing it with a newest band member? And Jules, of course, who's not here because we've only got 2 microphones, so he got kicked out of the interview.
He was more than happy. Jules was more than happy to have a few hours to himself. Although, if he knew how cool this podcast studio was, and if he knew that there was whiskey involved, he would have been here.
Idiot.
So he'll be regretting missing out. But I think for me the biggest rather than picking one particular moment, it was just the overwhelming feeling that things are going awesome with Tommy and the band sounding and feeling better than ever. After everything that everyone's been through the last few years, the audience is here more than ever, and we just get to do what we love to do again when that was in question for a while there. So for me, it was the generalized experience that we're able to do this bigger and better than ever and more fun than ever after all the chaos that we've survived.
Yeah, that's great. And it's so nice to see you guys on stage together. I've seen Tommy perform in many bands before in different various places, and it's great to see because you are very theatrical on stage and Jules is very theatrical on stage. To have somebody else who's also theatrical on stage just brings it all together and makes it a very impressive performance. And tonight, of course, is no exception to that. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people very excited to literally let their hair down, kick off the shoes and dance the night away to KALLIDAD.
I expect some very powerful moves tonight.
Powerful?
Supreme shapes on the dance floor. Peter Garrett would be inspired by the shapes that I'm expecting to see.
Well, we're going to catch them all on the cameras and it'll be in the stream that we're going to put together. So I'm sure there'll be lots of angles that you can have a look at and decide whether or not if that's a good angle for you or not.
Yeah, we should make
in
a
hindsight.
best of.
Yeah. So maybe tonight, as people are watching the Desert TV episode, make sure you message in and tell KALLIDAD which moves you like the best. Tell them what angles Tommy and Jace look good from. If there's bad angles, bad sides. I know this side for me isn't as good as this side. So
I've heard that's a thing with people.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a nose ring. You should know. You should have a good side and a bad side.
I got a pretty powerful lump in my nose from football when I was younger as well. So I think anything direct is just not a vibe.
Yeah, well, okay. Everybody who's watching tonight, please let us know what angle works for Tommy, Jason and Jules tonight on stage. Can you tell us a little bit about the new music that you've just brought out? You've released a new film clip, which to my son's delight is of pirates. My son is obsessed with pirates. He's also obsessed with KALLIDAD. The combination could
32.
not be. Yeah. How you saying I'm old? The combination could not be any more perfect for right now for our family. But tell us a little bit about the film clip and how it came together.
Well, the new song is called Black Powder. It references gunpowder from a pirate cannon. So the new song, the music is themed pirates swinging. You kind of feel that vibe, drinking rum and swilling whiskey as well and partying hard when you hear the song. So the general theme of the film clip is that three bumble-headed pirates have gotten their hands on a treasure map and they're chasing it through all these exotic locations, which we filmed, for example, the Daintree Rainforest, beautiful beaches, beautiful forests, caves. We went bananas in North Queensland filming all the amazing locations there. And when the pirates find the treasure, they do find treasure because we did get access actually to a place called the Crystal Caves in Atherton, which is it's a crystal collection, but it's one of the world's finest collections. And actually we were given not only access, but we were allowed to touch, for example, put our instruments in for the video, a crystal that they actually turned down $1 million US offer for this particular stone. Yeah. And not only were we allowed to film there, but she's like, yeah, it's a rock, you can't break it. So when the pirates find the treasure in this, multi-million-dollar stone, they grab the instruments
and ran.
A beautiful woman blows black powder on them.
Well, don't ruin the plot. They got to go.
Don't give them the
watch
twist.
it.
Yeah, leave it there.
And then something happens after that. Once they find the treasure, something happens to them.
Could be anything.
Anything. All right. Well, everybody needs to check that out. It is online. And of course, you can find it via KALLIDAD's Facebook, socials, whatever. Website. I shouldn't say whatever. Website.
If you search for KALLIDAD Black Powder, you'll find it.
Yeah, cool. So tonight, guys, we're going to wrap this up. But tonight, guys, is there anything that you feel that the people watching at home need to be aware of or really be doing in their lounge rooms while they're watching your episode tonight? Is there anything that would make you really happy to know that's happening at home right now while you're being watched?
Making love.
But
I'll settle for these ones.
Okay, some good moves, Garrett moves.
Yeah, some Garrett-worthy moves.
Okay.
We're testing out some new visuals tonight as well. Tommy's actually put a huge amount of effort into creating a visual backdrop for tonight's concert. So if you are watching along, pay a bit of attention to the visuals. Tommy's put a huge amount of work into those and we think they look amazing. So that's a new element to the KALLIDAD show.
Cool.
That while you're doing your crazy dance moves and whatever else you're doing at home, check out the backdrop and let us know how you feel about that because we're really proud of it.
Cool.
Geez, now it absolutely has to go well.
Doesn't it? Pressure is on. We've talked you up all way around tonight, Tommy. You know. Ooh.
What a guy.
Ooh,
Bro, I've got a good feeling about it.
All right. Thank you so much, Jason and Tommy. It's Kim and you're on Desert TV and I'm in the studio with KALLIDAD.
On the drums, Senor Bang Bang. Thank you, beautiful people. We have one last song for you tonight. Thank you for joining us this evening. Barbie hearties. Thank you so much, you beautiful people. We are so grateful to every single one of you. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Good night.